Alright, we got a message on the dry erase board that the number 3 ejector flap, pin ejector flap, was not pushing the pins into the actual pin station. Let's see what's going on here. We're just going to watch it real quick. Alright, so obviously it's not. Let's see what we got to do. Just so you know where you're at, I got the pin station here. I'm bringing you down in and underneath. It appears as though this gear right here is popped up and out of its track. The best way for you to repair that, the quickest, especially if you got a lead going, is well, first off, I got a walk board here that I'm working off of. Make these things a lot simpler. Gets me out over the lane, more space, right over top of the distributor. Stop putting body weight on it. I need to go ahead and pull my side pins off of my pin retention flap. I'll get you up here. You can see I got this pin retention flap right here. I'm going to pull the side pin out that's closest to that gear. You got a rear one here, retaining pin, and then you got the front one up here. I'm going to go ahead and pull this one that's farthest away from us out. So there I got the pin extracted, set on my walk board. And that allows this, so I can get you some other light here. That allows this bow to tip out, this retaining bow to come out just a little bit. Now I'm going to go ahead and snap this piece back down in with my fingers. Let me see if you can see that properly. It's hard to get my fingers and the camera in here. Try not to bend your spring. There, should be snapped back in. Okay, now I just got to make sure that there's not much room, but I've showed it in earlier videos. If you want it, you can look back in some other videos on the pin station breakdown and description. But the gear that I just snapped in, the last tooth on it needs to be on top of the last tooth on this retaining bow. I'll see if I can put you to the side. Hopefully you can see it. Not very. There we go. Right there. That tooth is on top of the last tooth on this bow. You can see it's. Get my fat fingers out of the way. See if I can get something a little more. There you go. You got a knife. Use a knife to point this out. Alright, so you got your gear right here. This tooth is on top of this tooth right here. That's how you know it's going to be timed correctly. So now I can push it back in, the retaining bow, to where it's tight against it. I push it in with my hands. Now I'm going to take my retaining pin and I'm going to install it back in. Remember, you want the pin to go in this direction. Let me get you back up so you can see it better. Let me get you in light. You don't want to snap it in like this because it'll break those teeth off. You want the strong way to go in. And I'm going to place it back in. Get you some light here. Sorry about all this, but I'm sure if you know where I'm working at, you know this is not the easiest of places to be handling business. Try and get the light right over top of that hole so you can see where it's going in. There we go. Alright, so you see the retaining hole. I'm going to put it, it's right in the dead center of the screen. It's a little black square. So don't install the teeth like that. Install it this direction into the hole. Got all these monkey bars in the way. There we go. Alright, now we're going to run it. We're going to see what happens. Probably going to drop the pin right in, I pray. Turn it on to diagnostic. Wow, that sounds horrible. I can already see what that is. Okay. Hear that? I just found a new problem. My table motor is making a sound. Sounds horrible. It's a really easy fix. Probably from somebody climbing on the machine last night. They probably knocked this cover around. I'm just going to straighten it back up. I'm waiting for the motor to quit spinning. Much better. All it was this motor, it was out of this pin here, this actual lock pin that holds it square. And since that was tilted off, it was rubbing a fan blade on the inside, causing it to make that loud vibrating. So that's all that issue was. 2 birds with 1 stone. Alright.